Look out, House of Mouse. Epic Universe just lifted Comcast past Disney in a blazing kind of way. A nearly 20% increase in revenues has theme park analysts buzzing, especially because Disney might be fussing over a stagnant at best return on investment at their Magic Kingdom park. Hello, folks. Hello, fam. Welcome back yet again. It's TPP, where all the news should be fun. And Jonas J. Campbell has a big one for us. Jonas, there is a seismic shift in the mood, the attitude of the theme park companies in Florida. What's going on?
I'm looking at this and I think, wow. Okay, so you guys can see the headline on your screen from Blog Mickey. Universal theme parks have a 20% increase in revenue during first full quarter of Epic Universe operation. This is on the heels of a report out of the Universal Tax Office, the Orange County Tax Office, saying that they've had record visitation to hotels in the Orlando area from Epic Universe opening. This is a shift in the theme park landscape in Orlando, and I think it's a good shift. It's not a perfect shift. We're going to talk about this more, but 20% increase in revenue for Universal Universal theme parks in general. I think that's nothing to sneeze at here. That's good news for the future.
Yeah, and some people could say now, wait a minute, it should be higher, it should be higher, it needs to be higher. Well, it's going to go higher, Jonas, because guess what? They throttled this down in the first months of Epic Universe, making sure that they didn't flood the park with too many people. They wanted to make certain that they had everything right. Now, I still believe that they need more attractions at Epic Universe. I'm not going to slow down saying that. That's a good problem to have, that they have such a demand that they need more attractions, but they do. Probably double the number of attractions, and that might send a shiver down Epic Universe executives. But they're at what, 11, 12 attractions right now, Jonas?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But, I'm actually going to take the counterpoint on that. I think this park is just right. They do need to expand. And I think that if they want to be a park that people go back to every day for a week, well, that's what I would do anyways, because I enjoy it that much. But this is a park that is full of details and things to do. And the attractions are not just the only thing that keeps you in a theme park here. So I'm not so worried about the number of attractions. When you look at Super Nintendo World and Isle of Berk and the Harry Potter Ministry of Magic Land, like we were booking it when my family was there, and I think we had plenty to do. We did get to the point. We missed a couple of things. We got some stuff that we want to hit the next time, but we didn't get to savor the details of the park, which is right up my alley. So I want the expansions, but double, I don't know if I'm worried about double right now.
I'd like for them to get to 20 attractions. There have been some studies done on this sort of thing. But the good news is, Jonas, I would believe that they probably are, more rather than less likely to go for it. And that's because crowds are going for it. This growth for Comcast is insane. And when we talk about them leapfrogging Disney, they didn't leapfrog Disney in terms of attendance. They didn't leapfrog Disney in terms of total revenue for the parks. They leaped Disney in terms of growth. And this revenue growth and this growth in transactions and consumer spending at Universal is amazing off of one theme park. Walk us through it, please.
Right. And if you talk about the $8 billion, well, no, is it $8 billion? I think it's $7 billion that they spent on this theme park to get a 20% increase.
Paid by Hulu.
Exactly. Paid by Hulu. I think it's fantastic. Looking at this, the headline out of Blue Loop, Epic Universe drives Q3 growth for Comcast. We've been holding back a little bit, meaning that they have not yet fully opened capacity at these parks. Now, I do worry about the operational issues here of, I will say, having more attractions, if that means that the lands are less crowded because they can get people out of the beautiful lands themselves and into rides. Yes, absolutely. Do that. The problem is that Super Nintendo World in general is the attraction itself. So that's always going to be crowded. I think that with this, we look at that $8 billion that they are already making money on here for Epic Universe. And Disney's saying, well, we're going to put $60 billion towards turbocharging these parks. I don't think they're going to get those kind of growth numbers there for Disney. Obviously, that's not an apples to apples. That's like a barrel of apples versus two really nice apples and one apple that needs a little bit more attention that it's getting. Universal Studios Florida is the third apple in this case. I think that Epic Universe is a sign of things to come for Universal Studios Florida and Universal Orlando Resort in general. They're already doing this Plano, Texas thing. They've got Universal UK to get people's attention over there. I think that's going to only raise the profile of Epic Universe even more as people get interested. If they do the same kind of buzz for that over there, and we all have our eyes over there, I think the cycle is going to be, it's going to be a feedback loop here for the parks. So they've only got room to grow at this point, and this is only the start of it. People haven't had their first dip into this market yet, which I think is going to defy that foothold that Disney has got in the Orlando area. Forgive me, I'm going to say one more thing on this before I throw it back to you, Pro. People have been treating Disney as a week-long experience, and they'll throw in a Universal Day. I think Epic Universe might start to reverse that trend here, especially before they put annual passes on the docket here. Pro, have you been yet to this park?
I have spent a lot of time looking at the park, Jonas. I have not been in Epic necessarily, but I'll say this. I am recommending that Universal do something very unusual with Epic Universe that I think could turbocharge, sorry, Disney, the revenues. And that is, I would love to see, because we pay very close attention to the wait times. So we'll see that Hagrid's over at Islands of Adventure is at 2 hours, and we'll watch Epic Universe and we see what's going on with the wait times there. And the thing that I am thinking about, and I'm sure they are as well, if they could get a fireworks package at Epic Universe, going and have a nightly fireworks show and make it impressive and all that kind of stuff, I would love to see a daytime and a nighttime ticket every single day for Epic Universe, much the same way that Magic Kingdom has, a daytime ticket some days. It's like 30 to 40 days of the year. They'll have a daytime ticket, and then there's a special event ticket afterwards. If Epic did that same thing, but it was just standard, and the daytime guests could stay until the fireworks, and then you had to get out of there, and the nighttime guests could come in time for the fireworks, and they got to get out of there, but run it from, I don't know, early in the morning until the fireworks for the daytime, and then from the fireworks until, do like Disney World used to do in the summers during the 90s. Go back to the early 2000s when Magic Kingdom would be open until 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. sometimes. You don't have to do that every single time with Epic Universe. It wouldn't work in the winter in Florida. It gets really cold even in Florida in February. But I look at what Disney did with that recent TEA report, where their attendance went up by 0.7% for Magic Kingdom. But it was basically only because of hosting these, extra hours events. And I think, look at the lines at Universal. And I know staffing might be a problem, but run a double ticketed daily session where you've got, in a 24-hour period, 2 opportunities to make money. I think you would slightly decrease the wait times. You would slightly decrease the average crowd level, but you would absolutely dominate in terms of attendance levels. And it would be wonderful. It'd be a fantastic thing to see. And frankly, I think you'd see a lot of people buying the nighttime tickets because they want to see the villains area. What's the name of it? Dark Universe, Jonas?
Oh, yeah. The Universal Monsters area, Dark Universe, which is Darkmore in the lore, and has a really amazing attraction that really puts a lot of Disney's recent efforts to shame. And I don't mean that rhetorically.
Right.
I mean, there may be 30 or 40 amazing animatronics. There might be a 20-foot tall Dracula animatronic. I can't tell. I didn't have a measuring stick out when I was going through the ride. I was so amazed by it. It gets larger every time I talk about the animatronics on that ride. Truly amazing stuff, especially compared to Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yeah. Well, if people were able to buy a nighttime ticket that went from, let's say, 8 p.m. until 2 a.m. or whatever, I think a lot of people, I think a lot of locals, but I think a lot of national guests at Epic Universe would go for that, to be able to see that area at night. It's what it was designed for. And right now, it's just not getting enough of that nighttime atmosphere. And there are other parts of the park that are made for that as well. And so I think that would be a huge draw if there was a late night ticket event almost every day.
I think you're absolutely right. This is the kind of thing that can, There's an account out there that always talked about the Epic effect. I think Epic Universe doing well in this area and showing up and competing can help restore both parks, because the competition is good for the area. We don't want Disney to go away and go bankrupt, as much as people try to say that that's our goal. It's never been our goal. It's never anything that we've ever stated. We've never said Disney's going bankrupt. They would have to sell. They have plenty of assets that they are using poorly that they could sell before they could ever go bankrupt. This existing in Orlando, Florida is so good for that area. Just the economics on itself are fine and good, but the fact that Disney has to wake up and know that they have to compete, we're just waiting for them to fully show that they are actually competing in this space again. We want them to wake up. We want them to do whatever it takes to bring people back to the Disney parks and show what the Disney difference is versus the Epic effect.
There you go. Folks, you can be our Epic effect today. Click that like button. You'll send us on our way to all those people that you want to see the video. Also, share and subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great time. It's been a wonderful time. We can't wait to spend more time with you. Until the next time, it's TPP News for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.